Hello and welcome to our reviews. Today we'll be reviewing the SDCC exclusive Shodo Dragon Ball Z Super Saiyan God Goku. So, yeah, this is the SDCC version of Super Saiyan God, which is totally not Kaioken in any way. It's the same thing as the one I reviewed before, except I will try to do a better job of reviewing it this time. And, yeah. It's probably the most let-down-ish figure, because it doesn't look anywhere near as good as the production pictures of it did, and his hair is still not red. It's just shinier pink now. But anyway, let's go ahead and zoom in for the articulation, sculpt, paint details, all of those sorts of things. Alright, starting off with a quick size comparison. Here are the three Shodo figures all next to one another, so you can see what they look like together. And then they are next to a 3 3/4 inch Marvel Universe figure, and a standard Marvel Legends size 6-inch figure. And, yeah. They are small. They are smaller than Marvel Universe, so they're not going to fit in with that, and they're way smaller than Marvel Legends size figures. They don't really fit in with anything else I've got. Other figures in this scale may exist, but I haven't really seen any. You'd have to be really, really creative to get them to fit in with Marvel Universe figures. They might be the same size as things like Puck and Rocket Raccoon and stuff, but apart from that, they are really, really small. And then here they are compared to the SH Figure Arts Goku, which is a fairly standard figure art size. Actually, Goku's a bit at the taller end of the spectrum, but he's an average size figure. And here is the Hybrid Action Broly, which I use in display with these Shodos. He's still a bit too tall, but he is pretty much the only figure I have that works with the Shodo figures. Of course, normal characters from the hybrid line really wouldn't. Anyway, let's just get the other two out of here and just look at Super Saiyan God. Alright, let's compare the SDCC version to the original release. This is the SDCC, this is the original. And they still didn't do a very good job with the hair, which is a shame because in the promotional pictures it looked like the hair was actually red. I've had people try to tell me that this is red, but this is not red. It looks like it's red in the movie, kind of, but this is not red. This is like weird pinkish magenta-ish color, and on the SDCC version it's just slightly shiny of the same thing, so it's not very cool. In my opinion, this is probably the most disappointing figure of the three. They did, however, make the paint job on the gi look a lot better in terms of the orange parts. The shiny parts actually look really weird, and I don't like them at all. They look worse in person, but the shoulders and the boots and the belt and the wrist things are all shiny, and also the undershirt. And then the hair is also slightly shiny. I don't know, I think it just looks better matte. And then the gi is actually shaded a little bit and just looks better than the original release. So, yeah, that's all the differences there. Alright, moving on to our 360 spin. You can definitely see the shine a lot better in this particular light. But you can definitely see that the hair is still not red. It is very shiny, though, in the right lighting. Which I guess still makes it look better than the original release. Like I said, paint on the gi looks pretty good. He does have the symbol on the front and on the back. The metallic in the shoulders and the feet and the wristbands. And all that stuff is a lot more visible now. And, I mean, overall, it's not a bad-looking figure. I just like it the least, I suppose. Anyway, let's go ahead and zoom in on the head sculpt really quick. Alright, zoomed in on the head sculpt pretty much as I can. As you can see, the hair is still not red no matter what angle I look at it from. But the face sculpt looks pretty nice. The eyebrows are also painted. The eyes are pretty good. Fairly serious expression. Face is sculpted about as well as it could be for this size. Anyway, let's zoom out and look at some articulation. Our articulation-wise, God here is just as posable as everyone else's. Ball peg head, up and down, side to side. If anything, his head joint's actually a little bit better. Ball joint shoulders, in and out, forward and back, and his bicep popped off, which means he does have a bicep cut, of course. Single hinge elbow, he has a cut at the wrist, he has a diaphragm ball peg there, which also popped out. He's very loose for some reason, I don't know why. He has a ball peg there in the waist, which tilts in and out, forward and back. He also has an abdominal joint, cuts here at the hips, which go out at an angle, and then he has an upper thigh cut there, single joint knee, and then he has the ball peg down here in the foot. His hip keeps popping out of place. Anyway, like I said, same amount of articulation as the other figures in this wave, so perfectly acceptable and very good for the size of the figure. Super Saiyan God does come with a set of fighting pose hands as well as these fist hands, and he comes with a flight stand, so let's go ahead and look at those. Alright, you can see there on the side he has a fist hand, he comes with two of those, and then he comes with two of these weird sort of little claw fighting hand pose things. That one and the other one are very slightly different, but they're essentially the same. The wrist is just tilted down a bit more on this particular one. Alright, here's God's flight stand. It is pretty similar to a 3-jointed flight stand, except it's missing one of the pieces. Hinges up here at the top and at the bottom, and then it has the 2 clips here, which can go around the waist or a leg or something. Little hexagonal design there at the bottom, has some Dragon Balls, and says Super Saiyan God on it. So, yeah, that is certainly functional, and it looks pretty decent as far as flight stands go. That about wraps it up for Super Saiyan God's accessories, so let's move on to the packaging. Packaging-wise, Super Saiyan God comes in the same box as the other 2 figures do, literally as they all do come packaged in here inside little self-sealed little plastic bag things. So, yeah, you got your SDCC logo there, Shodo logo, Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Spark version, Dragon Ball Z logo there, other logos, Bandai, things like that. On the back, stuff that I can't read, and a sticker that has caution words and stuff like that on it from Bluefin. This box is sort of just a big white thing, so it's not really very good for in-package display, so I assume you will be displaying these out of package. So, yeah. Goku, God, whatever you want to call him. Go Godku. Something. Yeah. Alright, that wraps it up for Super Saiyan God, so until next time, goodbye! Hello, you've just watched one of my videos. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed my videos. If you didn't, run away and never return. Also, feel free to check out my other channels, Venom Raptor for all my variety gaming content, and VR Reviews for reviews of various action figures and collectibles. Thank you, and goodbye.